In Hong Kong, we're kind of a mix, right? The market isn't completely open, but it's not really completely shut. How is it for you and our business in Hong Kong?
I feel Hong Kong has quite turned a corner in the past several weeks. We have had 0 cases for 4 days now, and has been a single-digit infections for the past 1 or 2 weeks. So the moods in Hong Kong has been much brighter, with the weather also nicer, and I feel everybody is much more relieved about the situation. Business activity has picked up quite a lot in the past 1 to 2 weeks. People, a lot of meeting happening, a lot more people are in our centers now. So yeah, in general, I feel we are turning the corner, hopefully.
Hopefully, yes. It's, Hong Kong is our largest, most valuable city market, and, you're the leader of it. You have, how many centers? Is it 14, 15?
Yeah, 13.
13 centers. 14. Where's the next one opening?
In PCCW Center in Quarry Bay, which is very exciting news because Quarry Bay, if you know Hong Kong, Quarry Bay is the second business district for the city, and there are so many companies from financial firms to business professional services are moving to that area. And, frankly, with the virus situation, more and more companies are looking for a more cost-effective solution. And that second business district is going to be, the future, not future in Hong Kong, but, it's going to be super important for the city. And we are opening our 4th center in that region. We are super excited.
We are an international marketplace. And yet, at the moment, there are virtually no arrivals, no flights coming in and out of Hong Kong. So how have you adapted? Normally you're drawing companies from North America, from Europe. Where's your business coming from nowadays if there are no travelers coming into Hong Kong?
The majority of our recent business, actually people are looking for adjusting their size for the office. So there's so many, there's really 2 parts. One is the company who need a downsize. Originally, they were in a traditional office, and right now, given the virus, given the uncertainty, they need to adjust their size, or they need to hold on their expansion plan. So they temporarily parking their team to our centers. That's one. Or secondly, there's a big chunk of our office tenants who are originally in the traditional space. They are moving to us just to ride off this wave of uncertainty and wait to see how the business goes. And in Hong Kong, particularly, people are forecasting recession in the next 18 months. So people are waiting to see, and they holding off their expansion and just wait for the business to be more stable.
It sounds like some of the trends are similar to the global financial crisis of 11 years ago, where businesses are now changing their strategies and plans dramatically and going from long-term plans to wanting to be very flexible. Are you also seeing any demand for business continuity services in Hong Kong?
Yes, definitely. The business continuity plan, actually, we had a few phases. Phase 1 in early February, when the virus just hit us in Asia, people are almost in the immediate reacted to the panic, and everybody start home office. And very quickly, people realize, home office actually is really hard with, kids running around, banging your door. So many companies immediately react and come to us and see how, we can help them with the short-term relief. And that's the phase 1 in early February. And then in March, when Hong Kong, actually more global, had another wave of the infections, people start realize, actually the virus, the maybe a little bit medium or short term, not a short term thing. So people are coming to us for having a second satellite office. Additional to their main space. So yeah, we are in the second phase right now. And what we see in the second phase, there's more company willing to invest more in their IT, in their security, because this is not their several week office. This may be their 6 months to 12 months or maybe beyond office. Yeah, so that's what we see for business continuity plan.
I think a lot of clients, when they come to the executive center, they are thinking short term, but what most people don't realize is that our average client length of stay is 36 months. That's 3 years. So the average client is with us for 3 years. Obviously, that means half of them are there for even longer. And I don't think that any of them really expected to be with us for that long. One of the big positives of being with an executive center is the community and the feeling that you are part of a membership, which you are. With your 13 centers, soon to be 14, how have you been managing the membership and the community interaction at a time when we are being told to socially distance?
So firstly, safety and health are really our primary concern. Since the pandemic happened, we have had so much communications and with members on what we have done, what we are going to do, and how we are planning for scenario planning in any case of any infection happens. So all these need to be communicated with the member to ensure them the environment we are providing are safe. And secondly, communication with our own team member are also critically important. Let our team know what we are doing and what we're going to do and how we can plan, so everybody could be on the same page.
But you're also doing a lot of sales and business development. So when you're showing our spaces, are you showing our spaces to new clients? Are you conducting site tours? How is that occurring?
Actually, we use a lot the 360 VR the marketing team provide us. So in the past, we always show people, but right now, if people cannot come, the video, the 360 is super helpful. People can see how beautiful our centers are, different area from lounge to office, almost as if you were there. So that we always use that. And secondly, when we actually need to meet the members, we are also super careful with washing hands and wear mask, all these protections, because after all, safety of our team members and our members are really the most important during these times.
In addition to being the leader of our most valuable, largest market, you're also a wife and a mother. You have a family. So, working from home has also meant children at home, maybe husband at home. How have you balanced the private with, the 24/7 of running such a big business and running it online where, people ping you with messages 7 days a week? I mean, have you been able to separate the two? Have you been able to have some private time?
It's honestly, it's not ideal. School are closed in Hong Kong, playground are closed, so we have 2 kids trapped at home and banging on the doors all the time when you're trying to do a Zoom call. And but I think always bear in mind, for us, actually pretty lucky. Hong Kong is reacting to the virus actually very safe. So compared to most other people in the world who have it much harder, I feel very grateful for actually we are in a much better shape. And always there's a positive side. You got to spend more time with kids. And, my kids are 1 and 3. Actually, it's very valuable time to spend more time with them. And some other interesting things, like I can see my 2 kids before they don't usually, they basically doesn't know the existence of the other one. Right now, they are really two very good friends. They play together because they just have no choice. They are together 24/7. So that's really nice to see. There are always a positive sides of the whole thing. Yeah, just to stay positive.
It's actually been a pleasure speaking to you about not just our monthly targets and budgets, but more about life in general. And I agree with you. I think Hong Kong has managed the response to the pandemic very, very well. And I think, both the government, but also the society here deserves a lot of credit for having done what was necessary to bring it under control and now to really suppress it to the level where we can exist with each other and the society can open up.
Thank you, Paul.
Take care.